fair to every demonstration, but you didn't go to any. You sat around and watched us go, you know? Watched us march around. They just sat there, yeah, you got the easiest gig, okay? Yeah, just put money in here. That's it, yeah. I don't know why you guys didn't take some of it, man. You got some $100 bills in there. You know, $50, huh? Yeah. I'm done, man. I'm bringing up Dan. Dan's going to come up here because he'd like to say a few words about his cohort who's splitting town.
I don't have anything written about Justin.
Well, you can do whatever you want. I know you're a stand-up comic. Just take over the microphone. Just give it up for the Mr. Information, Dan.
Howdy. I haven't done this in 4 years, all right, so anyway, I work the front information desk at the park with Justin over here, who's going back to Flint, Michigan. What I've learned at the desk is that I've learned to kind of distinguish between crazies you know, we have like I think I like people with mental illness more now than I like people without mental illness, because the people without mental illness will come up to your will come up to the table and they'll repeat the same 3 or 4 Thomas Jefferson quotes or something. But the people with mental illness, I had a guy with mental illness come over, and he's got these hideous cargo pants on. He's got this really big beard, and he takes out this wrapped stack of deli meats, just sliced turkey in a stack, and he's explaining to me why I'm the crazy one, because I don't have sliced turkey in my pocket. And so, you know, and he had a 5-point plan for why I was the crazy one for not having deli meat in my pocket. You know, he's and then he took out, he had sliced American cheese, and he had like 10 pockets in these cargo pants. So I asked him if he had any bread, and he just looked kind of ashamed of himself and went and peed in the flowers. And so, and then I was thinking that, you know, we were trying to change the world out there. We're trying to figure out what kind of world we'd like to be in. And I thought to myself, you know, that's the kind of thing I want to encourage. You know, I'd rather live in a world where you know, instead of people coming up with the same 3 Thomas Jefferson quotes all the time. I mean, well, I think about it. Somebody comes up to you on the subway and, what do you want? Do you want to sign with the same 3 Thomas Jefferson quotes, or do you want a guy to just randomly take out bologna from his pocket? And I'd rather live in the latter world. I'm from upstate New York originally, upstate New York. I forget what his last name. Mr. Crimmins was talking about this earlier. I thought he got it pretty right. I mean, it's every town in upstate New York was the
what city?
Saratoga Springs. And every town in New York, or in upstate New York, they always say, like, you know, for 3 weeks we were the richest town in the world, and then whatever industry they had just left. And like my mother grew up in Gloversville, New York, and they used to make gloves there. And she drove me through once, and it's all these places that failed as adult bookstores. Like, she points at it, it's like, that used to be the YMCA. And that used to be a really nice pizza place. And, you know, and you just see, like, this pair of tits and then a sign over them that says closed. And, I mean, that's a depression when people don't even want to beat off anymore, right? And you know, and then I was out in Rochester, and I saw 8 physical cash for gold locations. Like, actually, you could walk in with gold and give these guys gold, and they would give you cash for your gold. And then I went an hour north to Buffalo, and I didn't see any of them. And I was kind of surprised, because like half the town in Buffalo, half the population in Buffalo just left. You know, it's like the Flint, Michigan of upstate New York. And then I realized the reason there's 8 of these in Rochester is that Buffalo ran out of gold. You know, they just don't have any more gold. Anyway, what else did I have written down? Oh yeah, so we had a lot of flyers at the front desk. I've never tried any of this material before. Anyway, so we had a lot of flyers at the front desk. One thing I'd like to clarify for anyone that would like to bring up a flyer with demands or whatever, why the food is poisoned, or I don't know, like why you spoke with someone 5 years ago in a men's restroom, and why that's important to me. And I want to say one thing very, very quickly, is that the revolution will have paragraph breaks. It will use the right form of then in your. And what else did I even have written down? I had something written down about Jonestown, but I don't remember what. Oh, right, the general.
Keep going.
Okay, the General Assembly. Like I like the General Assembly. I like this whole consensus democracy thing, and sometimes it gets derailed. Somebody will like priorities are very important in a consensus democracy model where somebody will come up and say, my cat is Fluffy. My cat is Fluffy. This is an important issue. We should all be discussing this. Can I get 90% consensus? That my cat is Fluffy. And then you get the people who don't understand how the people's mic works, and they'll just.
They did that yesterday.
Yeah. Well, they've been doing that every day for the last 3 weeks. We're talking about fucking. The drummers and UPS shit when we should be out, actually doing political things, it's like the drummers, I was the only guy out there 5 days ago trying to get the drummers to shut the fuck up during the GA. And then some fucking psycho, skinny Filipino guy came up and he said his name was Pulse. Who the fuck names their kid Pulse? Who the fuck, He's coming up and it's like, we're in solidarity. We're in solidarity with ourselves. I mean, what does that mean? You're beaten off? What the fuck does that mean? Right? I mean, so anyway, what else did I have written down? No, we have a lot of angry people. We have a lot of angry people come up to the table. A lot of people, we had this older gentleman, and he was like, why isn't there an education thing? I was like, there's an education group, sir. No, there's no real education. There's no real education thing in the park. And I said, go to the McDonald's bathroom. There's a number there. The guy, it's a fun time. Trust me. It's not like all those other men's restrooms in the city, And so the guy just keeps going. And it's like there's no real education like there was here in the city. And I said to him, it's not my fault that your grown children won't answer your phone calls. I mean, fuck you, seriously. So anyway, so the GA, I mean, everybody always starts everything that they say with, I love you guys, you guys are beautiful, and they've started having the GAs. I didn't go to the GAs for about 2 weeks, and they started having them right next to the general information table where I work. And it's, as someone who studied cults, I mean, it gets, there's good stuff there, but it's probably not in an environment where people are chanting is the place where you want to say that you love everyone. In Jonestown, I mean, I spent a long time looking at Jonestown. It's funny, you guys know about the Jonestown suicide tape, right? Yeah, the Jonestown suicide tape. Not a lot of people make it to the end. I'm one of the few. And so there's kind of a quiet period right at the end, and then you hear this wall crashing down, and you hear this very deep voice go, oh yeah. No, it's kind of funny actually. Jim Jones, he cheated the cultists. Everybody thinks it was Kool-Aid. He actually got the knockoff brand Flavor Aid. And bizarre. No, I'm not either. He got great Flavor Aid, and then and the next year, Flavor Aid, because this was the biggest publicity boost that they ever got in the entire existence of their tiny, shitty company. They actually had new tropical rainforest flavors in the next year. I don't remember what the actual, but literally after, everybody in Guyana drinks this Flavor Aid, they have tried it. It's bizarre. Hey, what's up? Oh, that's a different Dan. There's 8 million Dans in this city. Let's see. So, I guess I'll go into 4-year-old material because it looks like I'm out here for a while. The fluffy joke is my cat is fluff. My cat is fluffy. It's fluffy. I believe so. I think you're all beautiful. But not as beautiful as my cat. Not as beautiful.